Namaste, my brothers and sisters. I am your brother Thanet, and this is Thanet Talks, where I just talk about anything. Today, I want to talk about redefining the spirit or defining the spirit. And I'll just get straight to it. Growing up, I always wanted to believe in God or the universe and something universal, something that's connected. Like I always wanted to believe that, and I didn't allow myself to, because when I heard God, I was just taught that God is Jesus Christ. I wasn't taught that, but it was going around because I'm in America, right? The land of, the Christian land, I guess you can call it that. And I always believed in like a higher power, but every time I learned about God, I kept being force-fed that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I didn't really like that concept. And so I just felt kind of lost because I wanted to believe in a God of some sort or something along that lines of universal love, universal. And I'm really aware of using the G word and so today I'm going to share with you my definition, how I changed my life by redefining God. And so like growing up, I suffered a lot because of, I suffered a lot spiritually because I wanted to believe in a universal loving God that didn't have religion, right? And so my current definition is God is whatever you choose for God to be, as long as it makes you happy. And I stopped listening to people's definition of God, and I didn't know I could just define my own version of God instead of following what people are saying, that God is Jesus or God is Allah or Buddha. And I mean, Allah means God, and just defining it myself. So when I finally came around to redefining God, I just accept that God was love, and that if love is in everything, right? I believe God is infinite. That means God's not limited to a religion or person, but God could be a religion or person too, because if God's infinite, God can be part of everything. And I just love that, because that means God's in nature, God's in every religion, because my God may not be that person's God, but that person's God is my God, because if God's really infinite, then we have to truly, step outside the box and stop thinking that, okay, Buddha is God or Jesus is God only. And I started off not understanding that and realizing and even accepting myself as God. People like, that's radical, right? Seeing yourself as God. But the truth is it's not, because if we created out of divine substance, that means we have part of divine in us. And the truth is, because we have a choice to choose happiness whenever we suffer, I feel like that is a divine potential. And it's hard to talk to people about this from time to time, because most people have a really limited perception of God. And so the conversations will turn, in the past, my conversations turned to argument because I wasn't grounded about what God was at that time. But whenever I figured out what God meant to me, what love, what the universe, like I didn't use the word God at first. I used the word universe, the universe, this. After that, it evolved into the universal presence or the infinite. And then from that, it evolved into God. But then I realized that the word God can confuse a lot of people. So I stopped using the word God as much. And I start referring to God as the universal presence more, the infinite love or the divine or the spirit. And it's something that we're all connected with. And I could just get rid of the word God or just say love. Let's just say the God I believe in is just the energy of love, the energy of love that is in everything. And it's not limited to one religion, not limited to one being, and that we all have a divine, universal energy within all of us. And whenever I redefined my definition of God, my life changed, and because I got more intimate with this universal presence that I'm a part of, that I am part of the expression, and I'm here to express the divine as me. But anyways, this is just a little contemplation to think about. And what is your definition of God? How has it evolved? I would love to hear what you're about, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and peace and blessings.